here with Dominic Mascarello to ask him some questions about the pursuit of happiness. How would you describe the pursuit of happiness?
Well, the pursuit of happiness is a long journey. There's many paths which you must choose the right decisions, and when you choose the wrong ones, you go farther away from happiness.
Anthony Forker to ask him some questions. What do you think the pursuit of happiness is?
I once watched a movie on it. It was this guy named Will Smith, and he showed me that you can be a black man in today's society and still succeed, and still get a job, even with all the setbacks.
How do you think a well-formed conscience affects a person's moral choices?
Well, if you have a strong conscience, then it can help you choose the right decisions. So, let's say you want to go to a party. There's alcohol. And someone asks you, do you want any alcohol? And your conscience is like, don't drink the alcohol. So I'm like, no, I don't want any alcohol. So yeah, strong.
That brings you closer to God.
That brings you closer to God.
Yeah.
That's right.
There you have it. How do you think obeying God will lead us to true happiness?
Well, obeying God is the only way I find happiness, to be honest with you. And God is my happiness.
How does obeying God's laws lead us to true happiness?
Obeying God's laws brings you to true happiness. Well, God's laws are the 10 Commandments, correct?
Correct.
So, by obeying them, you are listening to God. And by listening to God, you bring yourself closer to heaven. And getting to heaven is the main goal of happiness.
That is correct. Thank you. It's been a pleasure interviewing you. And our final question. How do you think the 10 Commandments summarize the Old Testament?
10 Commandments, they were the sole definition of, what do we say? I forget what we said. Old Testament. The Old Testament. And without the 10 Commandments, we don't have an Old Testament. And that's how I end my case. Thank you.